Hello guys. This is Ajay again, and today I have bring a next video of fingerprint recognition system using neural network. And in this video what I did, I used the same feature, minutia extracted feature, which I have already explained in my previous video, and use neural network for the classification purpose. Okay guys, so here we move forward, and let me give you an introduction of my dataset. These are the images I have taken from FVC202 dataset containing 8 number of sample of each subject. So for creating a subject wise dataset, what I use here, I put all subject images in a separate folder where each folder contain the image from one subject and each subject having 8 samples. So this is all about, you can download this dataset from FVC 2002, and let's move forward and let's see how the program is look like and how you can implement it. I have just run this program before starting this video, so I'll go through each part and will show you how you would be able to create dataset, features, extracting, and build your own neural network. For the convenient and simplification purpose, I have used feed-forward neural network. On the backend side, I use train conjugate gradient back propagation algorithm. You know, in back propagation algorithm, when it basically do it feed features input to the neurons, and thereafter it calculate the weight matrix, then see how much it is closer to the target vector, and then go back again and fit the weight matrix again, find out the tune and the optimized weight parameter, and then forward to the then compare with the target vector, and the process keeps going on like that. In the future, then at the current in the current world, the future of back propagation is convolutional. Currently the back propagation is become so much advanced, and it is using deep learning, and I guess all of you guys heard about CNN, convolutional neural network, which I will be show you in the in the same series of video in the for the upcoming session, where I will do I will show you how you would be able to build your own fingerprint recognition system using on TensorFlow using convolutional neural network. For a time being, this is all my implementation. Let me give you an explanation. I guess you guys, you remember that I put each subject images in a single folder. So my primary aim is to build a data set which would be able which is more compatible and could be feed inside the neurons to train for the training purpose. Okay. One more important thing, the neural network target will look like a binary encoded format, and I'm going to use cross entropy loss for the optimization purpose. So in each epoch it basically calculate the cross entropy loss from the with the target vector, and go back to the starting point to find out the optimum weight matrix. Okay guys, so here let's move forward and how I would create the data set. So what I did here, I put each subject image in a separate folder, and you can see here I'm reading the subject 1 first, reading all the images of subject 1. Okay, each folder containing 8 images, and total 10 subject is being identified. The target vector is being created corresponding to neurons target vector, where I put 1 at the place where all input images, this one represents that all input images belongs to 1 from the first folder. The same process I followed for the subject 2. and you can see here I put 1 at the place of at the second place of the target vector, and rest I'll put the 0. So the process keeps going on like this, and image will be keeps on reading. Once all images being read up to the subject 10, you can see here it's time to see how it is look like. So I just introduce a pause here, and for the validation that that all subject is read it, I just display all images is fed to the cell. So let's run the program and I will show you how it look like. So guys, my all images are fed to the cell. I am stopping the program here. Oh god, control C, control C. So now let's see how what happens when I run the program. So this is the memory of MATLAB, and in MATLAB we used to say this part is workspace, where all the input feature is get stored. So let's open neural net target vector and how it is look like it. So guys, as you can see here, as I explained in the script, you can see here the 8 classes of neural network target will represent 1 for in first column, and rest of the column for first 8 row are 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, and things like that. Thereafter next 8 will be 1, and these are 0. Thereafter next rows, next 8 is 1, zeros, next 8 is 1, and these are 0, and the process keeps going on like this. Let's see how the image cell vector is look like. It contain 80 images. It contain 80 images, and each image is having a size of 374 multiplied by 388 matrix. Belongs to uint8 type, because uint8 type is the most compressed version of image. And now it's time to extract some feature. The feature extraction part I have already explained in my previous video, so I don't waste much of your time in explaining how the feature is being extracted. So in a very short manner, I'll show you how the feature extractor code look like, and I have used fuzzy enhancement method for improving the quality of input images. Thereafter I just make an skeleton image, then find out the minutia point, filter out the bad minutia point, and at the end I obtain some features, and I just okay. For training in neural network, each minutia location point I just remap into one dimensional array. So let's run the program again and see what happened. So here is my program. I just comment the pause. Let's run. Meanwhile the program is running, let me tell you guys, we provide dedicated one-on-one session. The people who want to become the data scientist, I also provide guidance to the startup who have and our website, let me open our website, and where you can see this is our main website, ris-ai.com. So guys, this is my, you can mail us your query and directly call us. I have given my number in the title section of the video, and these are some of the POC we have already developed, like forex prediction system, healthcare AI, cancer detection system, and many more. This cancer detection part is 2D, two-dimensional, three-dimensional. I have just made live and it is under process. So far only 40% part is completed. Meanwhile the feature are extracting. I'll show you the script and I'll explain you. The feature extraction part I implemented here. I have already shown in this video that this image cell, IM cell contain all number of images. The feature will be fed into the FFNew, where FFNew is remap into one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array will fed to the feet vector part. Now it's time to apply neural network. My features are fed to the feet, and my target is already designed in the neural net target. So this is my input, this is my target vector. I have told you that I use back propagation convolution, not convolutional neural networks. My mistake, guys. I have used back propagation neural network here. Okay, algorithm and feed forward net for the training purpose. Number of hidden layer I have used here 30. You can make 30, 40, 50 as much neurons you want, or even you can make a multi-layer neural network also, which is which look like similar to the dense layer architecture of deep learning. Okay guys, you can also use pattern net here. I have written it on comment section. Okay. Once you design the feed forward neural network in MATLAB, it's time to split the data. I have used 70% data for training purpose, 15% data for the validation purpose, and 15% data for the testing purpose. The loss type I have already mentioned here, as I have used the encoded feature. So the encoded feature 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So the loss I have used here, cross entropy loss. If you want to use sequential feature like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you need to use another type of loss, which is MSC loss for the optimization. For the optimization purpose. Okay guys, so once your network is designed, feed forward net being constructed, it's time to pass input, feature and target vector to train your neural network. Okay, for testing purpose, as we have already split the net divide parameter. Okay, 15% data will be used for testing and 15% data for the validation purpose. Thereafter you can plot your every output like performance metric output, histogram, confusion matrix, also the ROC curve of train, test and validation. Okay, you can also design your output neural network with the function of get something like this, where you can just type the function name my neural network function. It will automatically generate a net function which take an input and will be possible to deploy this MATLAB program into the real-time application, like in Raspberry Pi or some other hardware. The feature extracting is a time-taking process, so it keeps on extracting the feature. Once this part is done, we would be able to see the outcome of our neural network, and this is all about today's video. So guys, you have to wait little bit, and as you are waiting here, I have explained the video, the feature extraction part, the input vector. I would like to mention that if somebody is also developing any type of algorithm, facing some problem in MATLAB, Python, deep learning, so he can just mail me. My email ID I have given at the title section of the video. My number is also there. If he is lazy developer like me, he can just text me or call me directly. I will answer his question and let them know the charges plan we are offering for any type of services. Guys, I want to also tell you that this is the India's first AI company we are working on, and in the AI consultancy. So don't bother too much to find some other solution in India, though the other solution are available in US and Canada, but they are much more costly than us. Also guys, I want you to tell that if you are watching this video, don't forget to watch my other videos where you will learn so much about AI, healthcare, diagnostic system, image processing, 3D reconstruction, forgery detection, and so many things. I have already also uploaded multilingual tutorial of TensorFlow where anybody can learn TensorFlow from the starting till the end. So this is my output, guys. And you can see here all 10 classes ROC curve where the best performance will be shown in the class 6. As it is overlapping to the boundary, that means it's perform 100%, and while the worst performance is showing in for the class 10, as it is more closer to the central line. Let's see the confusion matrix and what is the overall performance will look like. As I told you, the 6 number of classes, there are 8 subject and 8 all of them being identified perfectly, while in case of least percentage ratio was 7, where the 4 out of 8 are being detected and showing the 50% performance for subject 4. So this is all about the confusion matrix. To overall accuracy is 78%. This is how you can make your own MATLAB code in few minutes. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you don't like it, then it is okay. And if you are facing any problem in MATLAB, you want to learn more about AI, please contact me. Don't delay, because future is near you. Thank you guys.